You've read the books, you've journaled, meditated, listened to all the podcasts, you've done the therapy, but something still feels stuck. If that sounds like you, this Reiki session is for you. We are going deeper than the mind into the energy that's been quietly shaping your life. Let's begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And in this healing session, we're going to get into deep inner healing work and giving you exactly what you need to go to the next level, I'm hearing. And I'm going to tap directly into that subconscious. All you have to do is consent to this healing. And I will tap into the subconscious of the collective to see what exactly needs to be aligned or integrated or released for optimal health and vitality and inner peace. The Reiki is activated, and this Reiki goes beyond space and time. So that means that you can come back to this video as many times as you need to. This Reiki will always be here. This healing energy will always be here for you. Feeling that peace and relaxation wash over you now, centering your body, really grounding your body into this present moment. Good. What a lot of people don't understand is when it comes to releasing outdated beliefs, I know that we're going to be releasing some outdated beliefs, there is an emotion tied to that belief. So that's why a lot of the times I feel like we don't see success in like positive affirmations, because if we don't inherently feel that at the subconscious level in the body, we can say these things over and over again, but if we don't feel it, then we aren't going to resonate with that affirmation. And feeling is the ultimate state of receivership, and if we feel something wholeheartedly, then it's so much easier for us to really resonate with the beliefs or the emotions that we are trying to integrate. So let's see what comes up for an emotion or a belief. I'm sorry. So I am calm, for example. That is something that we want to instill. Is I am calm. We're in the water element, and we need to instill that in the cortex, okay? And I'm just using intuitive healing. You're receiving Reiki. I'm using intuitive healing, and I'm connecting to the collective subconscious. I am calm. A lot of you feel very uncentered, unbalanced, ungrounded, and that's immediately what I noticed when I first started this session. And I can immediately tell that the Reiki was help centering you into your body. So now we're going to be instilling the belief that I am calm, but I want to get a layer deeper. I want to know what is making you feel not calm. And let's see what comes up for that. So we have anxiety, okay? And I want to get a layer deeper. What is causing that anxiety? Is it anything on this sheet? Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, some of you are having health anxiety. because tendons is coming up. So any issues in the muscles, tendons, any physical ailments in the body. So if you struggle with health anxiety, or if you're just getting anxiety because the body, you feel like your body is not operating the way that it used to, and there's a lot of anxiety around that. So a lot of physical health anxiety is coming up. Pain, I'm feeling pain in the tendons, in the muscles, and this is making you feel uncentered, unbalanced, because when our bodies don't feel right, our mind doesn't feel right. And for a lot of you, there's this fear of getting sick, this fear of not being healthy, this fear of not being the best optimally that you can. So, is that all? Yes, that is all. For this belief that I am calm. Feel that calmness washing over you. And I want to get at the root. So I'm going to send this Reiki and this healing energy to the physical body, to the tendons. There we go. To the muscles. I'm finding the temptation to yawn, but yawning is a great sign if you're familiar with my videos. Yawning is a great sign that we're tapping into that parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest, and that true healing is happening. True energy shifts are happening. I'm also feeling a little bit of a headache for some of you, so I'm just keeping a mental note of that, and I will release that later on in this video. Lots of energy with this. Sending out that Reiki to that physical body now, to those tendons. Letting that healing energy wash over you now. Good, good, good. Physical health and anything physical really ties into full spiritual, mental, emotional health, because this is our vessel. This is, how we get through life, our bodies. And if we're not feeling great in our physical body, that's absolutely going to cause imbalances in the mind and in the spirit and our emotions. So using this Reiki to allow you to get back into alignment physically, so we can tackle the physical root, and then we'll get into the emotional, mental, and spiritual. Good, good, good. Tendons feel really good now. And now I'm going to release that anxiety. And because we are in the water element, this intuitive healing uses Chinese 5-element theory. So we are in the water element, and I'm holding the bladder now, and we are releasing the emotion of anxiety. Even if you aren't having anything physical going on with your body, just releasing that anxiety. There we go. Washing it away. Great. Fighting the temptation to yawn because I don't feel like yawning in this whole entire video. Just know I'm fighting that temptation to yawn, which means that we are tapping into those energy shifts immediately. Both cats are in my room. They're soaking up all this Reiki healing energy, this intuitive healing. They love the Reiki. And now I'm going to hold the cortex, and we are aligning the belief that I am calm, centering ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally now. And you can say this out loud or in your head if you would like to really integrate this belief that I am calm. There we go. I am calm. I am calm. So that was my point exactly at the beginning of this video, is we can say I am calm, I am calm, I am calm all we want, but we need to find out what is anchoring the feeling of not being calm. What is contributing to the anxiety? What is contributing to the belief that I am not calm, right? Let's get to the foundation of it. And that is what I do in these collective healing sessions, but more importantly in my personalized sessions, because I'm working with the subconscious at a one-on-one level. There we go. I am calm. I am calm. I am calm. Let's see what else that needs to be aligned or integrated or released. So now we are releasing the emotion of malaise for increased vitality, optimal health, and peace and acceptance, releasing that general feeling of uneasiness, holding the forehead and the back of the head. Good. Feeling that stillness washing over you. Quieting the mind, feeling very still in the body. Good. We are aligning the hypothalamus in the mind. And we are releasing a spirit of fear. Interesting. So we released we aligned I am calm. We released some tendon issues or physical inflammation in the body or physical ailments, we release this general feeling of uneasiness. We are aligning the hypothalamus, but what is correlated with the hypothalamus is releasing a spirit of fear. So if you struggle with a lot of anxiety, panic, worry, we're going to balance out that brain, balance out that hypothalamus, and release an overall spirit of fear. And this is going to even help you more tap in and resonate with that belief that I am calm. These are all foundational to that belief that I am calm. So holding that hypothalamus, and we are aligning the hypothalamus for increased peace, centeredness, vitality, and optimal health. The hypothalamus is responsible for the HPA axis, which is something that communicates with our, adrenals. And, if you're experiencing adrenal fatigue, that is very common, that is very huge. I struggle with that from time to time, where my hypothalamus and adrenals get dysregulated, and that can create emotional vulnerability, lack of emotional resilience, fear, panic, worry, uneasiness, feeling unsettled. These are all symptoms that the body is trying to get our attention, but unfortunately, not a lot of people know what to do with those symptoms. And they just think that there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong. It's just a dysregulation. But when we use this to tap into the subconscious to see exactly what it is, we can pinpoint what needs to be aligned, released, or integrated. So as we align and integrate this hypothalamus, improving the brain and the brain chemistry, our operating system, and the communication the brain has with the body, so we can tap into that parasympathetic nervous system. A lot of you needed this. A lot of you needed this sense of calmness. And notice how I am calm was the first emotion that came up for me, and everything around this seems very foundational to the core of what needs to happen in order for us to feel calm and centered and grounded mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Good. And now we are holding the heart center and the back of the neck. And we are aligning to a spirit. We are releasing a spirit of fear. We are releasing a spirit of fear now. There we go. Releasing that fear. Yeah. Feeling that comforting, healing sensation wash over you now. Feel that stillness. So we are going to be releasing the emotion of frustration from the wood element, and tied to this, we need to align the thymus. So I'm going to hold that thymus first. We are aligning the thymus for increased vitality and optimal health. Yeah, that's a big one. For a lot of you, that's a big one. Fighting the urge to yawn. This feels very comforting and relaxing. Lots of energy flow to this. Excuse me. Big energy shifts in this video. Going back to the thymus a little bit more because this feels so good. Good, good, good. Body is just soaking up all of this healing energy, and now we are going to release the emotion of frustration, holding the bottom of the right ribs and the liver, since we are in the wood element. For some of you, this could be frustration of not being accepted, or the perception that you're not being accepted, whether that is through friends or family, or frustration because you're feeling like that you aren't being acknowledged for some of you. Again, collective healing session, multiple things come up for me, but we're releasing that frustration for increased peace and acceptance and vitality and optimal health. Really tapping into that parasympathetic nervous system. You may be yawning along with me. You may be doing really deep exhales and inhales. You just may feel overall wellness, relaxation. You may feel that your eyes are really heavy or you feel more tired. These are all signs that we're tapping into that rest and digest healing, that parasympathetic nervous system. Hopefully you can hear the birds in the background. I have the window open. And Vanderbilt, the cat, is on the window ledge, just looking outside. And just sending this Reiki anywhere it wants to go. mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. If you resonated with this video and you're ready to take your healing to the next level, I'd love to work with you. All the information is in the description box below. I hope you can hear those birds. Scanning the body and the aura field. Still feeling a little bit of cloudiness in the brain, the mental fog, lack of clarity. Ooh, that might be the headache. Okay. So I'm going to release the headache for you if you are experiencing a headache. If not, if you have any mental chatter, I can release that, or brain fog or lack of clarity. So let me tap into the energy healing for releasing this headache, or I can pain drain this for you. Yep, it's a headache for some of you. I'm getting teeth pain or tooth pain. I'm also getting jaw sensitivity or tension. So just releasing all of that for you. Okay, let's see now. There we go. Everything feels so smooth now. I'm sealing up that energy field so that you can move forward with all these positive energies and intentions that we created for you in this space today. Expanding your golden bubble, that Weiqi field, that protective bubble. There we go. Feeling so good. And holding your legs and feet to ground you into this present moment. Thank you so much for joining me in this healing session today. Most importantly, I would like you to take the time to thank yourself for taking the time for your own inner healing and self-discovery. I'll see you guys in the next video.